Hey everybody, Mac to Monster here, back with Marvel Heroes, and now I got Colossus, seeing how he was on the remake, and they upgraded all his skills and everything. I figured I'd go over Colossus with you, and then I'll do a little bit of gameplay with my build, the Osmium Whirlwind I'm calling it. I love the Whirlwind skills. They're just phenomenally good at clearing small trash, and it doesn't get any better. My power cord came out. Sorry. So going over the character, I'm going to go over some of the skill changes. Some things haven't really changed. I'm going to start with the right side again. And Fastball Special, which used to be his ultimate ability, is now a really low-level ability. You can put points in it if you want. I didn't feel a need. The damage just doesn't look all too thrilling for me to use it. Although it could be, nice to have a decoy out there that just draws the attention. He lasts 15 seconds on a 45-second cooldown. That's the other unappealing thing about him, is he just doesn't last long enough. Inspiring Battlecry changed a little bit. It's now plus crit rating with plus damage, and it has a max spirit reduction of 25. Actually, all the auras have a max spirit reduction of 25. They put a punch over here, which is another basic punch. If you want to be a mana battery and not a tank, it would be a very interesting build to go with. You could feasibly be a group mana battery, because every time you punch something with this, you and your allies gain 3 spirit. And that's a very, very interesting thing with the way spirit works right now, where you're not supposed to generate spirit until you stop using abilities. So obviously it's a melee basic attack, so you're not using ability and you're gaining spirit, but you can feed other characters spirit. And twice a second being attacked for its attack speed, just about. That's 6 spirit a second. That's pretty diesel. That's a lot. If you compounded that with sustaining presence, which does a spirit cost reduction, you could be literally the mana battery for your entire group. So if you had a group that was really melee heavy or spirit heavy, and you needed to add a little melee to it, you can put him in there and just punch away, and the other 5 guys, other 10 guys are your best friends. But that's going to bring us to Vanguard Aura, which is a plus defense and now has some health regen. If you notice, everybody's getting health regen. And it's a pretty good amount of health regen, so it's a very nice aura. Break the Chains hasn't changed. It still removes controlling effects off you. That's about it. Heroic Challenge, it now weakens enemies much more appropriately. A little bit higher anyways. Multiple points really don't do too much more, but at least it's a taunt that reduces damage dealt. And this Sustaining Presence, I can only put a couple points into it because it's level 39 or 30. What level is that? It doesn't tell me. But I'm thinking it's level 32. I can only put a couple points in there. And it increases the spirit cost reduction quite a bit. And then it also adds spirit per second when not using spirit spending powers. But that spirit reduction with Reeling Punch would be the mana battery build optimum. Going over here, Bulwark Steel hasn't changed too much. It's defense and health with tenacity now, so that's pretty nice. Osmium Charge now restores a percentage of your maximum armor per hit, so that's kind of nice. Steel Cyclone is now a channeled effect with a bonus to critical hit damage. And it's a percentage-based bonus to that critical hit damage. And 1185 for twice per second is diesel. especially if it does that number. I'm not sure if it does just yet or not. I haven't tested it. Titanic Slam. This is a new skill completely. It's basically, you know, the death from above, jump up, slam down, do massive damage. But the damage is based on a bonus of how much percentage armor you have remaining. Might be an interesting skill for the mana battery build, because if you're not really taking damage, you know, you'll have max armor all the time. If you're tanking, you're probably not going to be able to pull that off too much. Osmium Skin is now a new passive with bonus armor and armor regen, bonus projectile deflection. You restore spirit when you deflect a projectile, and you restore armor when you deflect a projectile. That's pretty awesome. I like that. Colossal Roar is your new signature move. It's a big AoE, lots of damage, quite like Iron Man's the One Of, where you do a big laser pew pew and kill stuff. This does massive damage, a little bit more damage, but it's on a longer cooldown of 25 seconds. But it also restores your armor to 100%. So if you're tanking and you're in deep doo-doo and you need to restore your armor, you hit this and it's right up there. Finally, I can't get to this yet, but this is Siberian Express. This is a charge, and you hold it down and you hit things. You hit things pretty hard and you stun them. It's a high ongoing spirit cost, so it's channeled just like Steel Cyclone, and you direct where you run. A pretty interesting ability. Osmium Punch now returns a set amount of armor per hit. About time, thank you. Crushing Smite does good damage again, and it's got a bonus damage based on, again, how much armor you have. The bonus damage could be huge if you're maintaining armor. That's about all I can say. If you're tanking, you're probably going to be using Osmium Punch all the time, and it's going to do almost the same damage. This has got an attack speed of 1. This has got an attack speed of 1.7. You know, it's almost the same damage. Demolition Stomp. This would be another choice to do if you didn't want to do Steel Cyclone as your trash pack killer. Demolition Stomp will hit hard. It scales really well, and it does extra damage. Debuff to the mobs it hits. So if you hit a boss with it, the boss will start taking lots of extra damage if you put points in there. You know, it's percentage-based extra damage, so it's kind of nice. Fissure. This is much like Things, where you slam the ground and it sends a shockwave out, and hits things and pops them in the air. Not a big fan of those style. Metallic Warrior has been reworked and now does a bonus damage rating. And it does bonus damage rating if you're being attacked by a thing. So it says 153 and 153. What that means is you basically, just for having it in there, you have a bonus damage. And then if something's attacking you, you get extra bonus damage. Now, that's basically what's happening. Basically, if it's attacking you, you get double the effect. Steel Punch, another punch. But instead of damage bonus based off of armor, it's actually based off your defense rating. Which is very interesting. It can hit pretty hard. It doesn't scale, oddly enough, quite as well as the Osmium Punch does. I don't know why. But when you get into the mid-levels of the points, it's pretty much the same damage. Osmium Champion is now a passive. And, you know, Colossus is now part of the Brutal Strike group. This has crit rating and Brutal Strike rating. Awesome skill. And finally you end with Colossal Punch. This has bonus damage based off your health. So that's quite interesting yet again. And it's a flat rate. It's not a percentage rate of damage. It's just a flat rate of damage. Again, 2 attacks of the Osmium Punch kind of weigh out to about the same as the Colossal Punch. Could be something very useful if you're not tanking. I'm going to assume I'm going to tank a boss. So I'm going to be going Osmium Punch with this build. And now I'm going to go into the Osmium Whirlwind. I just said Osmium Punch is going to be the basis, and there it is. And at rank 15, every hit restores 8.5% of my maximum armor. That's very nice. I'm hitting for 2,300 to 3,000 damage a hit. It's coming close. I mean, it's not quite up to the Colossal Punch, but it's pretty close. You're not going to be crying because you're tanking. And then my Trash Pack Killer choice is going to be this Steel Cyclone. It says it's hitting for 2,200 twice a second. That's going to devastate stuff with a bonus of 20% extra damage on a crit. But it is 15 spirit cost per second, so it's not quite as affordable as the other versions, but it's still affordable. It'll work. Again, your other choice, you could go with Demolition Stomp for direct ability. And then we're going to do Bulwark of Steel. And that's going to give us a nice chunk of health, a nice chunk of defense, and some good tenacity. That tenacity will help. We already have 1 point in Osmium Charge, so we don't have to put any points there. And then we're going to go to Osmium Skin. And we're going to put points there, because we want that deflection. We want all that spirit coming in. And we're going to do Vanguard Aura because of the health regen. We want that health regen. And finally, we're going to end out with Osmium Champion. We're going to put points in there and take all that Brutal Strike and all that critical hit rating that we can get and demolish things. We're going to put a point into Metallic Warrior, just for the bonus. We're going to put a point into Colossal Roar, just for the bonus. We're going to put a point into the Heroic Challenge for the utility. And once you hit level 47, you're going to put a point into Bond of Bloodline. I'll tell you why these are only 1 point. These are all viable, very strong skills. They're 1 point because you're going to get gear plus 20 on them at level 60, and that's what you're looking for, gear plus anything while leveling to those skills for the bonuses. And 1 point into Break the Chains, just so you have the crowd control removal effect. And that's the build. I'm going to confirm that. For gear, anything that regenerates health, regenerates spirit per kill is going to help you. Health per kill will help you. Health per hit obviously helps you. Dr. Octopus's medallion for the wider area effect, the 20% radius basically. And obviously the bonus critical hit rating again. We have Brutal Strikes, so critical hit rating is actually more important than the bonus damage. I use Yukio's Charm. We have a lot of melee attacks going on, and it has health regeneration. And I also use the Super Soldier Serum. It's got bonus spirit regeneration, bonus health regeneration, and bonus health. It's just awesome. The key goal here is getting plus bonus skills that you want. Grants, whatever, and health regen. Health regen is key. Massive amounts of health regen get you through content nice and easy. I'm lucky I've got the pre-patched base health of 14% for those 2 grades. I would go probably plus health still would be the most beneficial that I've seen so far. So that's the build. I'm just going to set myself up here. I already got Osmium Punch there. I'm going to put my charge right here. And then, let's see, this is going to be my primary Trash Pack Killer. I'm not going to be doing that at all. Going to need that. This I'll be using once in a while. This to get out of bad things, and everything else is a passive. So I don't need to do anything else. And there's my skills. So I'll have Colossal Roar. You can see the size that hits. That's just going to be awesome. 16,000 to 23,000 every 25 seconds. Crushing Smite shouldn't even be there. I should put that there. I gotta have a taunt. I solo play a lot, so I don't have the taunt on main. And that's it. Obviously, you activate your aura. And then, let's see, I'm level 38, so looks like... Actually, Kingpin will be good. Maybe I can get a Cosmic Dr. Octopus's medal. So what's nice is my aura stays on. It's a toggle effect. It's not turning off when I'm zoning. Nice new added feature. Actually, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I guess that is 2,600 twice a second. I mean, that's just nasty. And you just slowly punch things to death. They're not going to kill me. Nice hits. So it looks like they reworked the armor a little bit too. Oh, that regenerates nice and fast. I can tank all day if I wanted to. Ooh, a ring. They're saying some of his skills are bugged. If you notice there, I was attacking him and there's no damage being applied. That's going to be one of those bugs. Oh, that's awesome. I like rings. He who finds it, wears it. Wow. That thing hits so hard it kills the blues off. That's even better. If you don't like these channel abilities, the ground stomp is just as good. But it's a much smaller, less mobile hit. So I basically just burn my spirit out and then go back to punching until the spirit comes back. Usually the only thing left is going to be these blues, it's going to be yellows, it's going to be the boss. I'm not even going to waste time. Oh, my screen just froze up. I don't think that's the game, I think that's me. I'm video editing in the background, it usually does that. But this should be an easy boss kill. Like, look at this trash, it just dies. Although I was hoping for more crits, yeah. Here's some crits. They must have changed the crit patterns for the bell curves. Oh, look at that. That thing hits like a truck when it crits. Just a wrecking ball. Oh, a new relic. Oh, freezing again. I don't know if it shows up in the video or not. Oh, this provides extra health. Nice. Tanking relic. Not power cosmic. Let's see if he does any good damage to me. No, he can't defeat the power regen. So I'm going to do the signature move. Here it goes. That didn't go off. There it goes. Big shout. Knocked him down. That's nice. It works on bosses. I can't resist it. So this is the desired effect I was hoping it would have. I'm sitting in 2 cosmics and the boss, and he couldn't even pierce. Couldn't even pierce it. I mean, I was taking some health damage, but it was getting regenerated faster than they could damage it. And so that's going to be the Osmium Whirlwind. So, hope this helps you guys out. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later.